Hello, Kindred Spirits, and welcome to my spiritual oasis, here where your souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. We are doing a yes or no pick a card reading today. I always like to preface my yes or no readings, and really any reading, especially general readings, with the fact that these are meant to be affirming messages. You are meant to use your own powers of discernment and intuition to determine if a message is meant for you, taking only what resonates and leaving the rest behind. Before we get into the groups, I would like to invite you to join the Kindred family here by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click like if something resonates with you in the message, and drop a comment down below. Let me know which group is calling to you, which group you selected to receive your message from. If you're interested in your own personal reading, do connect with me on Etsy, link in the description. So we have 6 groups prepared today. At the top, left to right, 1, 2, and 3, and then bottom left to right we have 4, 5, and 6. So pause the video at this time if you need a moment to determine which group has your message in it. Otherwise, we're going to get right into the readings. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your yes or no reading. The answer to your yes or no question is a maybe. It's possible. So let's see what would make this a yes. We have the Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. It's one energy as well. So this is the message that I'm receiving to make this a yes. If you're asking a question that is going to enhance your abundance in your life, so whether that be manifest in finances and health and wellness and relationships, then it's definitely a yes. If you asked any questions around like starting or initiating or taking the lead on some sort of endeavor in your life, or maybe taking the lead in your life period, and being the one to navigate yourself to the most fruitful outcome in your life, then it's a definite yes. Here, the Buffalo Spirit, there's also a message here around like faith as well. Faith and believing in the process. Part of the process is doing your due diligence, doing your work. When you want a harvest, you have to prepare the soil, till the soil, fertilize the soil, plant the seeds, and then you allow the universe, you allow nature to water and light and all of that different stuff for the seeds to sprout and to grow. So the message here is that there is a time for and a message for you to do some effort and put some work in, and then also an opportunity for you to allow the universe then to pick it up where you leave off and do the rest of the legwork. So anything around bringing more abundance and prosperity and joy into your life is definite yes. Anything else, let's scratch our heads on that and think through it a little bit and determine if it's the right fit for us or not. So beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful for you. If something resonated, please do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already connected here on YouTube. If you're interested in your own personal reading, do check out my Etsy shop, link in the description. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your yes or no reading. The answer to your yes or no question is a yes. It says totally. Are you looking at the entire situation? Let's look at our guiding energy, or supporting energy is the Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. It's 5 energy. Okay, so there's something really dynamic about this energy, something really creative, something that's very active, but more so on like an inward, internal way. That will express itself outward in the world, in your environment, and the path that you pursue, the direction that you take, the way that you interact with people in the world around you. So there's a very strong message here about rebirth, which reminds me of the eighth house, the death card in tarot, Scorpio energy. And And this idea of totality and looking at a situation from all of its sides, its facets, and making sure that you're seeing the entire picture and that you're not making decisions prematurely. So sometimes that 5 energy can be a bit immature, impatient, and so you are being asked to look at a situation from all of its facets, all of its sides and shades, and making sure that you completely understand what you're getting into before you take that first step. I feel like it's also talking about connecting with situations that are going to be areas of growth for you, opportunities for you to grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, so many ways to grow, but this idea of growth, and also this idea of renewal energy, a new relationship, a new location, a new job, a new career, a new path in life. Maybe you're headed down a road that you thought this is what you wanted and you figured out maybe this isn't what you want. But this idea that there's something happening where you're going to be starting over again, and just understanding that it's a transition, and in transitions we deal with our own insecurities and our own uncertainties, and it's kind of just taking each of these as with one step at a time, one thing at a time, addressing each item independently, and then zooming out, looking at how it fits into the big picture, and zooming back in and dealing with the details. So there's going to be a lot of flexibility necessary and a lot of grace that you're being asked to grant yourself if you are going through some sort of transition, rebirth, the renewal in your life. So beautiful soul, these are the messages I've channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Let me know what day. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected here on YouTube. If you're interested in your own personal reading, connect with me on Etsy. Link in the description below. Thank you so much for your time and energy, beautiful soul, and I shall see you in an upcoming reading. Hello group 3, and welcome to your yes or no reading. The answer to your yes or no question is a yes. It says willingly, only if it's what you are willing to do. So this conversation about will is actually really interesting. Using the term like willful, it's something that you're pushing. It's something that you are putting your power behind. It's very Mars energy, very assertive energy. Okay, let's flip over your supporting energy. So we have Vulture Spirit. I actually really love the Vulture Spirit. This idea that nothing is wasted, this idea that even the painful moments, even the struggles, even the difficulties and the challenges are not wasted. The tears that you've cried are not wasted, because it's a part of you. It's a part of your growth and your evolution as a being. And we all have these events and situations that are difficult and challenging, and in many ways they stick with us because there's some sort of a lesson. And I feel like there's a message about lessons, and if you are learning the lesson, are you learning the lesson from that difficulty, or are you just dwelling on the difficulty? Because you're meant to take a lesson from that and not dwell on the actual situation itself, not to stay back, not to be held back into that place, but to evolve and transform and into another evolved being. As the Vulture Spirit takes the scraps, right, from other creatures, and it processes the stuff that nobody wants and transforms it into something that's actually beneficial and helpful and a part of this process of life and death and transformation. So keeping that in mind and heart. And the number 6 of the reduces down to the number 9, and the number 9 is all about transition and transformation, moving from one state, one place into another place, from the lessons that we are meant to learn from whatever situation that we're going through. And just also keeping in mind this idea of will and being, are you pursuing something? Are you saying yes to something that has your will? Are you putting your will behind something you believe in, that you're passionate about, that that you want to that you want to see come to life, and that you're willing to fight for? So this idea of will and just being mindful of where you're putting your energy, especially something as forceful as will. You know, your will is like, it's so powerful. It's like it's your urge, like what you want to do with your life and what you're willing to stand for. So beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful for you. If something did resonate, do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if we're not already connected here on YouTube. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, do connect with me on Etsy, link in the description bar below. Thank you so much for your time and energy, beautiful soul, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Group 4, and welcome to your yes or no reading. The answer to your yes or no question is a yes. It says absolutely. View the situation without influence or outside things, people, or opinions. So being absolutely sure from yourself, from your own intellect, your own intuition and powers of discernment, making absolutely sure that this is the right decision for you and you're not allowing other entities to sway your absolute. Okay? And then we have the armadillo spirit. Oh, I love this. Oh my gosh, how is this not so connected? Armadillo spirit here is encouraging you to set healthy boundaries. So we already kind of mentioned this idea of influences, outside influences, things, people, opinions, society, status quo, friends, family, lovers, romantic partners, whatever that manifests as. But this idea of developing healthy boundaries, strong boundaries, impenetrable boundaries. And it's not just about setting the boundaries, but it's about holding, because people are going to test them. So you have to hold the boundaries and be sure and stable and steady and certain, and do not sway or bend or break, because people are going to test those boundaries, definitely. The number 3 here is in numerology is a very sociable number. It's a very light and youthful energy that's in a lot of ways, develops relationships very wide, right? Not deep, but more so wide is that the social construct of a number 3. Again, sociable, outwardly expressive, very air energy, kind of quality Gemini sort of energy. But with the armadillo spirit, what I am sensing here and what I'm picking up is this idea of being mindful of your social circles and making sure you're setting strong boundaries. You don't have to be mean or, it doesn't have to be deep or heavy, but it's just this idea of, setting those boundaries and making sure that you keep people on the correct side of those boundaries. Okay? So beautiful soul, these are the messages I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful for you. If something resonated, drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if we are not already connected here on YouTube. And if you are interested in your own personal reading, connect with me on Etsy, link in the description. Thank you so much for your time and energy, beautiful soul. And I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Group 5, and welcome to your yes or no reading. The answer to your yes or no question is a no. It says not now. Timing is everything. And we have the chameleon spirit. Act as if. I love this. First of all, look at this graphic. Okay, gorgeous. Okay. The first messages and I'm receiving here is this idea of imposter syndrome. So you might be in a situation, you might be feeling like an imposter. You might be feeling like you don't belong or you haven't got the accolades or whatever in order to step into whatever position you might have been recently put in. But the chameleon spirit is saying we're always striving to elevate ourselves to the next level in any aspect of our lives. So therefore, there's going to be a time, there's going to be a moment where we don't feel like we belong. And the chameleon spirit is saying, act as if you are already where you want to be. Act as if you do belong. What would that version of yourself do, say, think, and act? How would that person act if they belonged there? If they had all the accolades and different things like that? With the number 14 reducing down to the number 5, I'm also getting this sense of adventure as well, and creativity, and just this very assertive kind of fiery energy that's saying, just go out there and do it. Just go out there and live life. Sometimes we overthink, especially as divine feminine, like if you have a lot of divine feminine energy, a lot of earthen energy, and potentially a lot of water energy, especially earth energy though. Sometimes you go too slow. You're too paced. You want to plan things out too much. You do a lot of planning and thinking and strategizing and not a lot of action. And sometimes lessons are learned in action, taking action on something, acting. Okay, act as if, says the chameleon spirit. So there really is a message here. There's a message on patience, but there's also a message around timing, being mindful of timing and knowing that sometimes we can wait too long, or we can be impatient and not be waiting long enough. So it's just being mindful of that timing. You know you best. You know where you kind of sit in there the best, whether you are more of a planner, overthinker, overprocessor, or if you're an overactor and you just kind of dive into things without knowing at all what you're getting yourself into. So there's like that happy medium that you're being asked to consider here with this idea of time. So, beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful for you. If something resonated, drop a comment down below. Click like and subscribe. If you're interested in your own personal reading, do connect with me on Etsy. Thanks for your time and energy. I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, Group 6, and welcome to your yes or no reading. So, the answer to your yes or no question is a no. Another time might work. Okay, so it's a timing issue here, but it looks like there's something that might be more of a priority. Let's take a look at your supporting energy. All right, so we have Turtle Spirit. All right, so with Turtle Spirit, this idea of slow and steady wins the race, this idea of taking your time, this idea of enjoying the moment, enjoying the process, allowing, situations to soak in, not always trying to dart off to the next thing, so there's a lot of really interesting messages here. And I think this idea of another time might work, I feel like is really encouraging you to lean into the space where you're at. Living in the present feels like a very strong message here with this reading. The number 62 does reduce down to the number 8, and our number 8 is an achiever, okay? Our number 8 wants to get her done, wants to achieve those goals and go after those dreams. But the number 8 also understands balance and the fact that in order to achieve goals and to be able to continue achieving goals, you have to have moments of slow and moments of fast, moments of action and moments of your rest. And that is how you are able to sustain the effort. And so the turtle really understands that. People mess with the turtle, right? Because the turtle is slow. But the turtle is also, understands this idea of longevity and this idea of sustainability and being able to sustain the effort in order to reach the goal rather than getting pooped out before you actually hit the goal, or exhausting yourself or crashing yourself into some sort of mental struggles or issues because you're not taking the time along the way to rest and refuel and concern yourself with your physical well-being and mental and spiritual well-being. You're kind of just out there doing and going. So there is a really a strong message here around sustainability and preserving your resources and understanding that the race isn't always about who crosses the finish line first. It's about the journey in some ways, yes, but it's definitely about the journey in many ways. But it's also about what you take with you on your way. Sometimes we plow through things so quickly that we lose sight of a bigger picture, a bigger message, a deeper meaning, a more fruitful or substantive relationship or connection, because we just plow through things so quickly. So I just feel like in general there's a strong message around taking your time, enjoying the journey and the ride, and knowing that, you know, if you're asking a question about something, that, you know, you can come back to it. You can come back to it, but make sure that you lean into your present moment. If you're celebrating anything, if you've accomplished something, lean into that. Pat yourself in the back. You know, do something nice for yourself. Acknowledge, you know, what you've accomplished before you plow forward into the next thing. So beautiful soul, these are the messages I have channeled for you today. I hope this was helpful for you. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below and let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected here on YouTube. If you're interested in your own personal reading, connect with me on Etsy, link in the description. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.